Hello everyone, it's Ali from Titan and welcome back to our channel. I'm here with our second personal break of the evening, and we do have two first edition booster boxes here of Tales of Aria from Flesh and Blood for Kevin Y from California. So thank you so much, Kevin, for allowing me to open up some more Flesh and Blood for you here in the channel. And I hope to find you some awesome cards to add to your collection. Now, I have actually opened up a good amount of Tales of Aria here for Kevin, but we haven't found a Fabled not only in any of his boxes, but out of any Flesh and Blood product here on the channel ever. So maybe we'll have our first ever Fabled here this evening. That would be wonderful. But overall, I'm just very excited to get on into these two Tales of Aria boxes, since these were two boxes from a brand new fresh case. So we don't know what has been pulled out of the boxes yet, because of course nothing has been opened from this case. So we'll see if we can get some legendaries, maybe our first ever Fabled here for Kevin. Like I said, I'm just very excited to get on into some first edition Tales of Aria. There is two more boxes, the other two from this case, and also a couple boxes of Unlimited Tales of Aria. We only got in one case of Unlimited, so two boxes are in the shop, two I took for the website. Didn't do any previews of that one because we were pretty busy last week, but those are available on the site. Link in the description down below if you guys want to check that on out. But like I said, very excited to get on into these boxes here for Kevin, so let's jump on into them by snapping us into the corner, and let's get started. Niv is very excited as well. And all right, Tales of Aria, first edition. Makes me wonder when, I guess, the next print wave of Unlimited is going to come out. Very, like I said, very odd. We just got in, I think it was a total of one sealed case and a loose box of Unlimited, which our pre-order for Unlimited was much, much higher than that. But that's all that we got first time around. So hopefully some more of that will be coming in at a later date. I know that Arcane Rising, I was informed this past weekend, Arcane Rising was just announced to go out of print. So we do actually have an Unlimited box in our queue for tomorrow for John S. That was the last one of that I had. Not sure if there's any packs or stuff in the shop, but... So I have heard, though, we were talking about it a bit this past weekend. The internet started not doing so well after a few hours. So this was actually supposed to be a live opening, but Kevin is letting me open it up in recorded video. We have Seek and Destroy Majestic and Sigil of Suffering, foil rare. So unfortunately, oh, where was our foil? I'm losing foils, am I? Ah, no, it's foil rare. Ah, I was too busy tunnel visioning this. I was like, oh, this isn't a cold foil. What's our foil of the pack? It was obviously the foil rare. Ah! Man, what is with me this evening? But anyways, we were talking about it during the stream, and there is apparently one more little run of Arcane Rising, and that's it. So hopefully we're able to get some more. Like I said, we had our last box pop up the other day on the website for John, and we'll be checking that out tomorrow. So hopefully we see something really cool there. I don't remember what we found last out of Arcane Rising. We have Entwine Ice, common foil. I am hoping we'll see some crazy cards here. Like I said, we have not in any Flesh and Blood product here opened on the channel, and I don't think any have ever come out of the shop either, because I feel like I would have heard about it. Bossman would have told me if anyone had ever pulled a Fabled, so I haven't seen any Fableds whatsoever. Maybe we can change that here with a first edition Fabled. Sigil of Suffering and Light It Up. That is a Majestic Lexi specialization. Majestic. And Biting Gale, foil rare. Hopefully our internet issues are resolved. Spectrum said it hopefully should be a week. That's what they said on like either early Friday. Bossman told me on Friday, so either early Friday or late Thursday is when Bossman got that information. But for those of you that aren't in the loop, Spectrum has been suffering during our streams very, very often, very recently as well. Sigil of Suffering, Bolt and Shots, and Rejuvenate. Oh, we do have a cold foil here, Ragamuffin's hat. That's a very fancy looking hat. I like the way certain things shine in cold foil. So this one, it seems like the emphasis is on the hat. Obviously, the hat is the equipment. That is cool there. Ragamuffin's hat, cold foil. It's our first of the box. We have seen boxes with multiple. So it is our first here for Kevin. And we've been asking what the issue is for the internet. Back to my internet story. And Spectrum was like, we don't know. We don't see anything. It's just you guys talking about it. But we've been pushing. And eventually, Bossman was referred to the regional supervisor, who then was looking into it. And they discovered a crack in the main line. And usually, those aren't detected until it just kind of erodes away to the point that download isn't affected. So just upload at the moment. Seems exacerbated by salt water and weather. I guess the salt water breaks the coating on the wires, and then the weather with the... we've been getting some cold snaps recently. Exposed to the elements, Majestic. I know a lot of you are like, Allie, it's not cold in Florida. And it's like, yeah, it's not for places that experience cold, but when it's like high 70s and then overnight it drops to like high 40s and low 50s, like that's a big change. So apparently just as it's gotten closer to being cold, Florida cold, it's been real. That's why I've been seeing a lot more issues over the past couple weeks, because we started getting a little chilly. I've been able to wear my jackets around anytime post-stream. It's like freezing outside for me. Again, Florida cold. I'm cold, you know. I know. I have it easy here in Florida, but I'm cold, so. So that should be getting replaced hopefully soon. Like I said, they said hopefully like a week or so. I don't know exactly when, but hopefully a week. So, but hopefully this is our last weekend of having issues. I was hopeful that it would get resolved super quick and everything would go smoothly this past weekend. So Kevin and of course everybody else who's having breaks today and tomorrow could have actually had theirs on their scheduled times, but thankfully they've located the issue and they've stopped saying that there's nothing wrong. Because obviously something's been wrong. I'm also happy that it's getting fixed, because I must admit, you know, even though it's not, I can't do anything to fix it. It is embarrassing, obviously, that the stream just doesn't work well. And I know people mean well, but anytime someone's like, oh, Allie, have you tried resetting the router? I'm like, yes. And they're like, you sure you did it right? I'm like, yes, it's not me. I swear it's not me. So, hopefully things will be fixed. If it doesn't get fixed by this weekend, I don't even know what to say. It's like, how long can this go on? I don't know. Hopefully not very much longer. But we do have a couple rares, and so tomorrow, common foil. But I really appreciate that everyone has been pretty chill about it. Some people just don't care about the lag too much and just let me go through with their breaks. Some people are just like, yeah, just record it, that's perfectly fine. Frostlock, Majestic, Bolt and Shot foil rare. And some people are like, yeah, I'll just wait for next week, that's fine. So I really appreciate everyone's been super chill about it, which I must admit I'm thankful for. I personally, if this was a situation I was in, I'd be just mad at the internet and just not mad at me. But I know, I kind of expect people get upset, if that makes sense. Because obviously it's like, I bought a box, I signed up for a live break, and now you're telling me that your internet doesn't work? It's like, yeah, I can't control it, I'm sorry. But no one's been upset, so I'm very, very happy with that. Very relieved. Like I said, I personally wouldn't be someone to get upset because it's not in my control. So thinking about it from that perspective, I'm like, yeah, well, duh. No reason to be upset about it. I'd be upset at anybody, be upset at Spectrum, but I would understand being frustrated and just not pleased. So I thank you, Kevin, and everybody else. So. And in chat has been very supportive through it all, so I'm very happy. I'm very happy with our community. Ooh, Blossoming Spellblade. Earth and Lightning Fusion, that's cool. Foil Majestic Blossoming Spellblade. I'm just so thankful. Oh, Thanksgiving's coming up, you guys. Well, Allie gets her Thanksgiving stuff out early. I'm just thankful that we have such a very kind community in general. So, I mean, I couldn't ask for a better crowd of people here. So, very happy, very happy. Even though I'm not happy with Spectrum, I'm still in the situation's very frustrating. I'm pleased. I'm pleased. We do have Summerwood Shelter and Turn Timber rare, Heaven's Claws, common foil. This week, even though it's not as busy as initially expected, originally Game of Thrones Iron Anniversary Series 2, and more importantly, 2021 Top Star Wars Stellar Signatures were supposed to be releasing this week. Those both got pushed to pretty early on in December. So it will still be a very busy week coming up, just at a different time, not just this week. But of course, still have the full release of Magic Innistrad Crimson Vow. Should be having some pre-release kits on the site tomorrow. I believe our Bossman was saying Friday went really well, but Saturday wasn't very busy at all, so we should have a decent amount of kits left over. Pulse of Candlehold, Majestic, and Chilling Ice Vein, common foil. And then they haven't shipped yet I know Bushiroad put out an announcement. Actually, we got an email as a store that carries Bushiroad products last week or so that Quintuplets is having some shipping issues. It might be a little delayed. So usually we get Weiss on the Wednesday prior to release date. So it comes out on Friday. Quintuplets' scheduled release date is Friday. Usually it arrives on Wednesday. So it ships on Monday. It did not ship today. Stadium Club Chrome and More Magic shipped today. But not Quintuplets. But of course, as long as it either ships tomorrow or ships on Wednesday, it will still be here. Flake Out, Common Foil. Now we'll see. Unfortunately, Quintuplets might be coming a little late. I'm not, like I said, I'm not worried yet. If it doesn't ship tomorrow, I'll start getting worried. But then, of course, still have an extra day's buffer. As usually, TCG products do arrive a little bit early, so that way stores can crack for singles, have things ready for, you know, as soon as... That's one thing that is frustrating about sports products, is like, they arrive the day they release. It's like, cool, it's on release date, except we open up the store and we don't have product for, like, sometimes up to 6 hours. People are like, you got this? It's like, no. And they're like, why not? It's like, well, it hasn't shown up yet. It's like, why? Why isn't it just here? It'd be great if everything could just arrive like the day before, so that way when we open up, it's ready to go. But it is one thing I do appreciate about the majority of TCGs. They do arrive a little bit early, so we can do, you know, like I said, if stores are cracking for singles, if you have pre-orders, get everything situated for just fully ready to go release date, whatever it may be. I'm wondering when we're going to get the next announcement for a Flesh and Blood release. I mean, of course, Tales of ARIA came out not too long ago, and Unlimited just came out this past Friday. Hopefully, we'll have more Unlimited on the way, but I'm curious. Blossoming Spellblade and Foil Rare Explosive Growth. I'm not too sure what the typical, like, waiting period is between releases. Of course, Flesh and Blood as a TCG hasn't been around super long. Last month, it actually had its 2-year anniversary. We've had, of course, Welcome to Wraith, Arcane Rising, Crucible of War, Monarch, and Tales of ARIA. So not too many releases. Bought the first editions, and then the Unlimited's coming a bit later. Seems like there's more product out than there is. I'm curious, maybe next, like, March, will we see perhaps a new set? Not sure on the timetables. I haven't heard anything personally, so if you guys know anything, got any insider secrets, I won't tell anybody. You just be telling everybody in chat. You know. No, but if you guys know anything, heard any rumors, let me know. I'm very curious. Any comments down below? I'm not sick of ARIA yet, so I'm just excited for what's coming. I just want to know more. I just loved the story here. I love the art direction for the set in particular. Entwine Lightning foil common. So I'd love to see what's coming up. I'm very into the Flesh and Blood lore. It's very, very interesting. I just love the world itself. Wraith is very beautiful. So many different areas to explore. Very curious if we're ever going to have, like, return to certain cities in the future. Just because I feel like there's still so much more to learn about these places. I know that sounded super vague. But I don't know. Sting of Sorcery and Icequake foil. Now, I know I didn't name any names of places, but there's a lot of really cool settings. A lot of really cool settings in the world of Wraith that I'd love to take another look at. Even some of the places we've been to, some of the heroes that we've already had. Are we ever going to have, like, new hero cards? Like Lexi, of course, one of my favorites. Helps that I did have that Lexi preview. And we do have a second gold foil, Runaways. Again, extra shine there on the boots themselves, that equipment legs. So 2 gold foils here in box 1 for Kevin. You know, are we ever going to have, like, a different Lexi hero? I'm curious to see on these heroes' journeys. Because, of course, we do have the young version and then the adult version. Curious to see, I know I just said curious a bunch of times, but how Legend Story Studios handles the game going forward. Because I'm sure there are other fan favorite characters. I'm not quite sure who is the fan favorite. You'd love to see them get new cards, but, like, how would that work? Oh, there's still 1 pack left. I didn't see it. It's because of the angle it was hiding. All right, let me move this box out of the way. 1 pack left here in box 1 for Kevin. We do have one foil Majestic and two cold foil commons, but two cold foils. We're going to find another foil Majestic or perhaps something else. Two rares and Velaflash common foil. Coat of Frost is a regular common. I do own the cold foil Coat of Frost because it's so pretty. Alright, let me tidy up our piles. I'm actually going to move our commons out of the way just because there's so many commons in a box that, I mean, it wouldn't actually block the face cam. It would probably have like an inch and a half to spare, but I also just rather just move it out of the way because in the autofocus, the piles are too high, the autofocus starts to like freak out. So move that right behind us. Keep it with an eye shot. Sort of right there next to Jorge's box of Mob Psycho for next weekend. Now, yeah, assuming quintuplets arise, quintessential quintuplets is a Wise Shorts product. We do have nearly a full case's worth of personal breaks scheduled for this weekend, so doesn't arrive. I mean, at that point, as long as it ships by Thursday, it will be here in time. So like I said, there's some wiggle room on TCGs arriving a little late. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But all right, box 2 here, pack 1. Of course, we'll do our recap at the end. Box, quick reminder of what we found here in our first box. One foil Majestic, two cold foil commons. Let's see if we can find a legendary or our first Fabled. Do have common foil, Ball Lightning. Summerwood Shelter, Cold Wave, and Polar Blast, common foil. Bolton Shots, Evergreen, and Weave Ice, foil rare. Bolton Shots, Evergreen, Frazzle common foil, and a regular common Runaways. Runaways being that second cold foil of box 1, by the way, in case you all forgot. I know it's sitting right there, but in case you guys forgot. Sigil of Suffering, Rites of Lightning, and Icy Encounter, common foil. Lightning Press, Snapshots, and Spiral Lightning common foil. Flash, Blizzard Majestic, and Heaven's Claws common foil. Weave Ice, Frostfang, and Rites of Replenishment common foil. Weave Lightning, Explosive Growth, and Endless Winter foil Majestic. Weave Earth, Cold Wave, Chilling Ice Vein, common foil, regular Plume of Evergrowth. Alright, almost finished at the first half of the box here. Just a handful of packs remaining on this right side, and we have not seen any cold foils. Where is our first one hiding. Summerwood Shelter, Oaken Old, Majestic, Electrify, Common Foil. We do have Common Cold Foil, Sutcliffe Suede Hides. Again, focus there. Hold that extra. Oop, and that's whatever's going on over there. Some magic, I assume. But emphasis on the boots again, as it is in a leg equipment. Roomblade equipment legs. The Sutcliffe's Suede Hides, Common Foil, Common Cold Foil, is our first of the box. Alright, curious if it's going to be a 2 cold foil box, just like our first. Be cool if it could be a common cold foil, as we already have one, and a higher rarity cold foil. Tidying things on up here. Alright, let's continue. So we have 1 hat and 2 boots. Evergreen, Sigil of Suffering, Winter's Bite. Flash, Awakening Majestic, Weave Earth, Foil Rare. Regular Suede Hides. Random thought, but it popped into my head. You know what I've really been into recently? Burning candles. I just like it when stuff smells good. I wonder if it just has to do with the air is a little bit more chilly, so I'm like, ooh, candle time. So I feel like I do tend to burn more candles towards the holidays. Just thinking of my yearly candle usage, or I don't know if I use candles a bunch, and then I get tired of them, and then by the time I'm ready to do it, it's been almost a whole year. I wonder if it could be that. But I've had some really good smelly candles. I just finished up one. It was a candle from Bath & Body Works / White Barn, whatever. It was like a cinnamon scented thing. Like a sweet. I don't know what it was. I don't know what it was. I tend to like the pastry scented ones. Because sometimes I feel like that stuff smells better than it tastes. Or I just eat too much of it and then I don't feel good after, and so I'm like, yeah, nah, I'll just smell it instead. But it smelled really good, and now, recently, the new one I started last time was a Yankee candle called Vanilla Cupcake. I think I bought it earlier this year on their semi-annual sale, and where the big candles that are usually like $30 are like a quarter of the price. Sting of Sorcery, and Lightning Press Foil Rare, so Majestic and a Foil Rare in that pack. And like usually I feel like the ones that make it to clearance / deep discount on the semi-annuals at Yankee Candle aren't the greatest, but sometimes it's just not super popular. Like, I really like it. That one was good. There are also ones there that I didn't like, so. But I'm sure they all sell. I mean, there's a scent out there for everybody, I assume, right? I know some people, though, candles do bother them, so. Not everybody uses candles, but I like candles. I like candles right now. Like I said, I might find them annoying in a couple months. Be like, yeah, I burned too many candles. Unfortunately, I mean, I probably could, but I don't think it'd be a good idea to have candles here. I do have candles. I have, of course, that gritty votive candle that used to be up on the shelf, which I am attempting to redo the shelf for the holidays. Later tonight, we'll see. I have a lot on my plate because I actually want to film all of the breaks. Which in case you guys can't tell, I know I said second one, which this one will be uploaded second, will be published second. Filming this one here for Kevin first, just because it should be the longest, which means it will take the longest to export. So, I want to get this one started first, so that way then it's not like an hour and a half wait between, William's box and Kevin's box. That way they kind of go up in a row. So, especially because they go up later. If it wasn't so late in the evening when I get started on recordings, I could probably just do it straight up in order. We have Ice Storm and Frostlock, Foil Majestic, second Foil Majestic in this box. Got some icy action in this box, Elemental Guardian, Elemental Ranger, Endless Winter, and Frostlock. 2 Foil Majestics. I wonder if we will not be seeing a second cold foil. Or maybe this will just be a loaded box. But we'll see. So, I do want to get everyone's breaks that were delayed from this past weekend to Monday and Tuesday recorded today. Still have not all of them go up tonight. We'll still publish the other ones tomorrow, but I'll have them privated so that, or unlisted, whatever. So that's the box owners. So John S. with the Arcane Rising and Michael H. with the Archives Baseball are still able to see them, but also so the channel doesn't get overcrowded on one day. I won't publish them until tomorrow. So I do want to take care of all that. So we'll see how much time I have. Like I said, I intend to get that recorded tonight. So suppose when you guys, or if you guys, tune in on Wednesday for Stadium Club Chrome Baseball, and if anything else new shows up. Maybe get started on some of the Magic previews for Crimson Vow. If you guys tune in on Wednesday, hopefully I will have a different background. I do have a little miniature tree. I have a giant tinsel dinosaur, which I really don't know how big it is. I'm thinking it might be like a couple feet. We'll see. I hope it'll just fit right on up there. Nice, easy, done. You know, just put it up there, boom. Just dinosaur. I saw it at Target and I was like, I need to have this. It's indoor, outdoor. I feel like every year I find a new one of those little tinsel things from Target. I don't like the ones that you blow up. I like the little tinsel ones. The first one I got many, many years ago was the Narwhal. Narwhal has a little scarf. It's cute. And then there was also Penguin. I picked up the Penguin. There's a Moose. We have a Moose. It's cute. And then this year I saw a Dinosaur. I was like, that's new. I need to have it. So I bought it. And I was like, this counts as work decor, right? Sure. Put it in the background, so. I also have a miniature tree. I had a miniature tree last year. I don't know if the dinosaur and the tree will fit together. I'm hoping they will. But like I said, we'll just have to find out. Alright, interesting. Some of these cards are a little stuck together. Interesting. Bolton Shots. Channel Like Frigid. Inspire Lightning, common foil. Deep Blue, regular common, so not another cold foil. A single cold foil in this box. This is weird. Why are they a little stuck together? Reminded me of how sometimes Upper Deck cards stick together. Like, nothing happened to the surface or anything, just you had to push a little bit to the side for it to pop off the card behind it. So that was interesting there. Last pack, interesting last pack. Did have another Majestic, though, to close out the box with that Channel Like Frigid. But alrighty. Alrighty, so boxes 1 and 2 had their single versus dual foils flipped around. Box 1 had 1 foil Majestic and 2 cold foils, whereas box 2 had 2 foil Majestics and just a single cold foil. Speaking of cold foils, though, let's take a look. Did have 3 commons here for Kevin this time around. Ragamuffin's Hat, Runaways, and Sutcliffe's Suede Hides. All equipment's there, of course. Then 3 foil Majestics, Blossoming Spellblade, Endless Winter, and Frostlock. For our non-foil Majestics, let's go ahead and pan through them. Did have a good assortment between the 2 boxes. Pulse of Candlehold is one we don't see very often. And also across the 2 boxes, we did have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 foil rares. So an average of 5 per box. Didn't count them up after the first box. So I don't know if we had 5 in both or like 6 and 4. But usually it's pretty even. But with that, I think that does it here for our recap for Kevin. Thank you so much, Kevin, for letting me open up some more Flesh and Blood for you here on the channel. It's really fun opening up Flesh and Blood. Of course, now that I'm a bit more familiar with it, I feel like I can talk more. Even though I'm still just mainly knowing about the lore. I just love seeing these cards. I recognize the characters, recognize cards before I see what the rarity is. I know what it is most of the time, I feel like, when I see it. So really, really enjoying opening Flesh and Blood. And you guys seem to, like I said, it's been growing in popularity here. Since the release of ARIA, before it was a little bit slow. We had the occasional box of Arcane Rising pop off for a personal break. But especially like past month and a half, you guys have been really, really enjoying Flesh and Blood, which really puts a smile on my face because I love the art here. If nothing else, I'm always excited to look at the arts with Flesh and Blood sets. But like I said, that does it here for these 2 boxes for Kevin. Thank you so much again for letting me open up even more Tales of ARIA for you here. I hope you enjoyed it and love all these new additions to your collection. All of you out there watching, even though this was a video for Kevin, I hope you all enjoyed it as well. So if you did, don't forget to go ahead and hit that like button. Comments from me, drop those down below. Like I said, you have any information on when Legend Story Studios might be having a new set releasing for this TCG. Go ahead and let me know. Is there any information out there that I've missed? Am I just out of the loop? Let me know. Be like, Allie, this is common knowledge. How'd you not know? I don't know. Go ahead and yell at me in the comment section down below. And of course, anything else, drop it down there. If you're not yet part of the Titan Cards family, I'd love to have you with us. Make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Now that I've said like and subscribe, do have to go ahead and give a big shout out to all of our channel members. Thank you so much, you all, for going above and beyond with your supports. Bossman and I truly do appreciate it. We do have 12 Black Label fans: Andin, Bounty Hunter Breaks, Chris Rivers, Devon, Epicenter Gaming, Fails Tales, Kira Sotari, Mark Mardini, MT, Sean F, Stephen Olivo, and Stephen Bly. We also do have 10 Gem Mint fans: Alberto M, Barco Ver, Dusty Archuleta, Jared Geek, Michael C, Michael Bigelow, Ryan Michael, Scorecard Collectibles, Sinvicta, and William Hastings. But thank you so much again to all of our channel members, whether you're a Black Label, Gem Mint, or even just a certified fan. Like I said, we appreciate each and every one of you, and all members do have their names shown on the screen at the end of every video. But that does it for me here tonight for you guys on Flesh and Blood. Like I said, make sure to tune in tomorrow. We'll have that last box that we have in stock currently of Arcane Rising Unlimited, and that will be for John. So hopefully see something pretty crazy in that final box. Hopefully we can get some more. Like I said, I think Michael C was the one who said that there should be a tiny bit more Arcane Rising coming before it's like gone forever. But we'll see if we can get any of that. We were able to get in a couple more cases of Crucible. Once that went out of print, we hadn't been able to get Crucible for a while, and boom, a Crucible goes out of print, magically appears. I'm like, how's that make sense? But we'll see. So might be our last box Arcane Rising forever, but hopefully not. But make sure to check that out tomorrow. But yes, that does it for me here tonight on Flesh and Blood. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Take care, stay safe, and hope to catch you guys in the next video. Bye!